Hello. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry for the delay. I had an absolute nightmare trying to set up the stream. So it hasn't gone according to plan. I've had to set up a completely new one, which I'm now gonna delete, and then I'm gonna have to tweet out the new stream. What a pain in the bum. What a pain. What a pain. But hey ho, it is what it is. I'm just going to tweet it out so people are aware. With the stream, had an issue with the stream setup. New link is here. Come and watch the Spurs game with me on YouTube. There we go. Paste that. There we go. That is all sorted. Oh my goodness. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Basically, I hadn't set up my stream properly. So it just wasn't working. Just wasn't working properly. And now the game's about to kick off. Goodness me. What a nightmare. Oh God, I'm on the default StreamYard as well. So I've got the little thing in the top corner. I've lost my background. I've lost all sorts. We need to create a new banner for Tottenham 0-0 K-League. Scroll across the bottom. We will add that down the bottom. Yeah, it means I can't have my background image either, which is a pain. But it is what it is. We'll make the best of it. I haven't got my timer either. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I've had an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. So we will... I'll try and download one now so I can get it up on the screen so people sort of know where we're at in terms of the actual game itself. But hello, welcome to everybody that is joining. I hope you're all well. Thank you for supporting the channel and coming back. I say this at the start of every stream, but the support over the last sort of couple of weeks has been immense. We hit another target the other day. I wanted to get to 300 subs on the YouTube channel, and we have managed to get past that. So that is amazing. I'm sporting the new away shirt for the game against the K-League All-Stars today, which is literally kicking off now. So I will talk a little bit about the team and the sort of lineup and what to expect from today. But I just rushed off my feet. I was just trying to find a timer on YouTube that I can quickly download, which I'll try and do. But yeah, how is everybody? How are we doing? Zoe, how you doing? Welcome back. Thank you for coming along to another stream. I'm going to crack open a Monster because I feel like I'm going to need the energy for this one. And my throat was killing after the last live stream. But yeah, hope you're doing well as well. The game is just kicking off now. I feel like my stream might be a little bit behind by a couple of minutes, but you know, we'll have to deal with that as it comes. It is what it is at the end of the day. It is what it is. 0 to 45 min timer. We want to start at 0. I don't want it to be counting down from 45 down to 0. I want it to be... I reckon if we go stopwatch, then we can go from there. Game is now kicked off. Let's go. Always nice to be watching Tottenham. Always, always nice. Oh, it's all just countdown. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Stopwatch 1 hour. Oh, it might be that one. That might be what we're looking for. Yes, it is. Right, I'll download that and then we can get it up on the screen. and it should be relatively good to go from there. So I want to talk about the team. Also, can you hear me okay? I've had to sort of like shuffle over to my laptop. I've got my microphone plugged in, but do I sound all right? Sound loud enough? You can hear me? Let me know if there's any issues and I will try and sort it out. Yeah, let's go with that. Download. Cool. Timer is downloading. Game is off. So we have got, it's a little bit of a different lineup this time, which is very interesting to see. So it looks like we have got Vicario in goal, Pedro Porro at right back, Emerson Royale, and I believe Ollie Skip at centre back, Ben Davis at left back, and then in midfield we have got Lucas Bergvall, is it Pat Matassar, and Ben Davis at left back, Jamie Donnelly at left back, Pat Matassar, Bergvall, and Archie Gray in midfield with, I think, Son, Johnson, and is it Kulusevski? Honestly, it's been like such a rush all over the place that I haven't had chance to like completely get up to speed with everything. Sound is good. Much appreciated. Appreciate that. Donny at left back again, given a chance to time. Yeah, I don't know if anybody read the Alistair Gold interview that he put out this morning. He spoke to Jamie Donnelly over the last sort of 24 hours or so, and he gave a really interesting sort of insight to how he's been working with Ange, how the coaches have been dedicated sort of like one-on-one time with Jamie Donnelly to be able to work with him and get him used to that inverted left back role. I think he's been quite impressive in the three sort of games that he's been there so far. So that's good. Audio sounds fine. Amazing. Stopwatch is downloaded. So if I go like that and then present video file, if we go to download, stopwatch, perfect. And then we should be able to zoom it on. What are we, 310 into it? I'm holding it at 321. No! Oh, it's so small on my screen that I've got to like... Damn. 321. Just move it across. I'm holding it at 404, and we'll pause it at 405, and then we'll get it going when the timer gets 405. Yeah, I think I'm behind a little bit because we're 6 minutes past 12 and my game's only 350 at the moment. So apologies if I'm like 10 or so seconds behind what's actually going on. I'm watching it on a stream. So yeah, it is what it is. 58, 59, 4 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Cool. Right. We are up to date and sorted. Amazing. So yeah, so it's Emerson Royale and Ben Davies at centre back with Jamie Donnelly at left back, Pedro Porro at right back, the midfield three that I mentioned, and then the front sort of three as well, which is it's a very interesting team actually. I need to have a look at the graphic because I'm unsure. Is Dragashan on the bench? Is he on the bench? I'm going to have a look at the lineup quickly. Yes, he is. So on the bench, we've got Brandon Austin. Do you know what? I'll put it up quickly. I will put it up if we go onto that. Present, share screen. Chrome tab, Twitter, share. How we doing that? Yeah. So we've got the lineup there. We're playing in the kit that I've got on, which by the way, I know a lot of people have said a lot of stuff about the kit. I actually think it's quite nice. I think it's nicer in person and in on. A lot of people didn't like the sort of stripes down the middle, but having worn it a couple of times now, I've grown to it. But on the bench, we have got Brandon Austin, Alfie Whiteman, Luca Gunter. So we got 3 goalkeepers on the bench this time. Jed Spence, George Abbott, Radi Dragashan, Oliver Skip, Yves Basuma, Tyrese Hall, Alfie Devine, James Madison, Mikey Moore, Manor Solomon, Timo Werner, Scarlett, Alejo Valise, and Will Lancashire. Is that a bigger bench than usual? I feel like it might be. Either way, I quite like the lineup. I'm glad Dragashan's back and we've actually finally got a centre back. I think Ashley Phillips is sort of ruled out of the game at the moment. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate for him because it's sort of his chance to impress as Lucas Bergvall sort of dances his way through, plays the ball down the line to Johnson, who gets the cross in, but it's cleared away by Team K-League. Whose lineup as well, I haven't even looked at. Is Min-Hyuk Yang playing? Is he on the pitch? Let me see if it says on their Twitter account. No, they don't really tweet much. Let me see if I search his name. Min-Hyuk Yang. Let us see. Yes, he is playing. He's on the pitch. So we get to see our first look at him properly as well. Some of you may have watched like a few highlight reels, a few maybe a few games that he's played in since. But he has done a decent job since being announced as a Spurs player. So it's really good to be able to get a glimpse at him. Right, let's get rid of that and go back to the... Oh, it stopped my timer. Stop my timer. It's all messed up again. I've got it paused on 8:31 and we'll restart it again. Bear with me. Sorry about that. Midfield is exciting. Dragashan on the bench. Yeah, midfield is exciting. Saar, Bergvall, and Archie Gray. It's nice to finally get Archie Gray in his midfield position for once, which is really nice to see. So yeah, it's good. I'm excited to actually see what he can do in the position that he's favoured in. There's another chance they're going to go for Spurs, but the cross went straight into the keeper's hands when perhaps it shouldn't have been. So obviously the main thing to consider with this game, and it was the same for against the Japanese side as well, against them, is these guys are all like in their season. I've just missed my timer. I'm having an absolute nightmare with these, honestly. All right, 9:18. It's because I'm talking and I get carried away. And then I lose track of what's going on, but my game's just about hit 9 minutes. So yeah, all of these players are sort of in the middle of their season, so they're fit, they're sharp, they're fresh. So it's really, really good fitness. As there's a ball played in behind there, going for it, it's cleared out, and it is going to be a corner to Tottenham. Bear with me because I'm syncing up the timer again. Oh, 15 corner is taken short. Oh, there's almost a goal there. I think it was Kulusevski who sort of drove into the box and tried to pull it across, but nothing was quite doing. At that moment, I am just putting one more link out on social media for the stream. Thank you so much if you have come along and are watching with me. Live now. Come on, watch Spurs game with me if you're bored at work. I think that's a good one to say. It's good because it's around about lunchtime, so hopefully people are sort of interested in coming in and saying hello. I streamed to another corner. This one's put in, but it's cleared away. I streamed to Twitter, well, X or whatever it is, as well as YouTube last time round, but I'm trying to sort of grow the YouTube audience. So I want to just like exclusively do this stream on here and see how we go, because obviously people that are coming along, if you are able to subscribe. It means the world to me. It helps the channel out massively. Like I said a minute ago, we've zoomed past that 300 sub count. When I started doing the YouTube stuff, I sort of said, if we can get 250 subscribers by the time the season starts, then that would be amazing. And then I changed it to 300 because we hit 250 so quick. So we're building and building. I'm going to set a slightly more unrealistic target of 500 subs now. I got just over 2.5 weeks to get just under 200 subs, which may be out of reach, but it's good. But yeah, sorry. Right, let's catch up on some comments. Can you imagine if Spurs fans cheer if he scores? Do you know what? I genuinely wouldn't be too upset if he does score, because it's just him wanting and trying to prove himself. It's him saying, look, he's signed. He's obviously staying in the K League until January anyway. So if he scores, then brilliant. As Ben Davies clips a ball forward, Sonny's on it now. Little chop, plays it. Sarr's effort is wide. He scuffs that up. Unlucky. But yeah, what time is Spurs conceding the first goal? Great question. Shall we go? I'm going to go 27 minutes for today, and then we win the game 5-1, and all 5 goals come in the second half. That's my prediction. Barney, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming along again. Appreciated. Lunchtime. I've just finished dinner. Where are you watching from, Barney? It is 12:15 p.m. over here in the UK. I'm gonna guess maybe stateside, potentially. If you're although I don't know if the US is behind, isn't it, rather than in front? So who knows? You tell me, man. How you doing, Leo? What do you mean, Ange score? Sorry, I mixed my words up there. I mean, if they score, as Brennan Johnson does really well to win the ball back here, gets a cross in, gets a deflection and into the keeper's hands. Malaysia, awesome, man. Thanks for supporting the channel over there. I really appreciate that. It looks sweltering over there. It looks so hot. I said this for the game the other day as well, but the players look like they are, like, at all times have sweat dripping down their face. We're playing some good football though. Pitch, I think, looks a bit better than the one we played in the other day, as Jamie Donnelly picks up the ball, plays it out. Great strike. Johnson on the follow-up. Great double save by the keeper there. That was decent. 2 good opportunities for Spurs there, and then Sonny gives away a free kick. I'm not sure who took that first shot on, but I believe Brennan Johnson took the second one on, which forced a really good save out of the goalkeeper for the second one. It was straight at him, to be fair. Both of them were really straight at him. But yeah. It was cold last night. It got down to 25 degrees. Very funny. It's hot over here at the moment, to be fair. Let me check my weather app. 25 degrees here at the moment. It's hot. I can feel it. Where I'm set up, I don't really have any plug sockets, so I can't necessarily plug in like a fan to cool me down. Hence why I've got like an ice cold, really bad for me Monster in my hand, so I can just try and stay a bit cool. And then if I get too hot and sweaty, I can just dab it on my forehead. But yeah, I think it was Pedro Porro with that first shot that forced save out of the keeper, by the way. As K-League sort of come with an attack here. Doesn't come to anything, but they do get a throw in out of it. Oh, so how am I watching the game? Wouldn't you like to know that, eh? I'm watching it on a stream. Not on Spurs Play. Although one of my friends does give me access to Spurs Play, and I watch it there sometimes, but I haven't checked to see, because you can only have. It's so crazy, right, with the Spurs Play stuff, because you pay, I think, like £45 a year for it, and you can only have 2 devices watching it at a single time. So it's £45 basically to watch 4 or 5 preseason games, and then only 2 of you can watch it. Like they don't want you to share it around, which is, yeah, pretty nuts. But I guess it makes them more money, which is the ultimate thing. So is what it is. But yeah, we are looking pretty good position at the moment. K-League's All-Stars 0 versus 16 Tottenham. Now that would be something. I don't think any of our games have been sort of that great. I'm just what's going on? Didn't mean to do that. My bad. I'm just thinking I might try and change up my camera so that I think that might put me so that puts me more zoomed in, but then you can't really see the timer, which isn't ideal. That'll be 16-1 because Spurs are defo conceding. We always concede. It is the Tottenham way. It is the Tottenham way. And shown a bit of frustration already as Pedro Porro puts a shot over the bar, which is a bit, yeah, I can understand why he's frustrated with that. I'm just going to try something here. We can do this. And we can maybe put the camera down in the corner there. No. Still can't see it. That is so frustrating. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I can't do it with the timer, so we'll go back to the the sort of cropped layout, so you can all see it. Oh no, there we go. Hey, I sorted it. Fabulous, amazing. Right, I've done fiddling about now, I promise. So we're fully zoomed in, so we don't just have a plain boring black background behind me. Emerson Royale and goal. Could be Emerson's last game for Spurs. Having said that, this saga that is going on with AC Milan is absolutely ridiculous. I think at the start of the summer we said we wanted £20 million for him. AC Milan said that they only really wanted to pay like 15 million euros. So our price has been coming down alongside their price, and now they're hoping that they can pay 12 million euros plus bonuses for him, which is nuts, honestly. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, mate, as Andrew would say. What a parting gift that would be. Yeah, it would be. Would be insane. We got a bit of space down the left here with Bergvall, little step over, but he's run out of play. Can't believe it. Ooh, what should we do? Should we plug? Let's plug again. So for anybody who is watching in right now on YouTube, thank you so much for your support. If you are watching later on after the game is finished, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's my pet project at the moment. I'm trying to grow it as much as possible. So I really appreciate all the support. I've got a new video coming out tonight, which I'm looking forward to. I'll give you a hint. I'm going to tell you exactly how and why Spurs are going to end their trophy drought this season, as Spurs give away a free kick right in the K-League corner. I think it was Pap Sarr there. So yeah, I've the latest video I've recorded, I've basically sat down and talked through how I think that Spurs can best approach the competitions that we're in this season to win a trophy. I think that we have probably got our best chance in ages of actually winning one, purely because of the competitions that we're in, and we've had Ange at the helm for one season now, and I just feel good. I feel good about the whole thing. So hopefully we can sort of motor on and finally lift a trophy. That's the main thing, right? Just win a trophy. Can't believe it. One in my lifetime. 16 years ago. Nuts. It'll be a loan with option to buy, and then they'll send him back when they realise that he's terrible. I reckon Emerson Royale probably suits English football, Italian football quite well, because it is way more possession based and a lot less physical than the Premier League, which I think is where Emerson perhaps struggles in his game a little bit. It's with the being pressed and the physicality of the league. He likes a lot of time on the ball, and I don't think he necessarily gets as much as he would like. I say, as the man himself gets absolutely skinned. Was that by Yang? I think Min Hyuk Yang has just spun Emerson Royale. He's sent him to Italy early there. That was quite funny to see. He looks quick. He looks very quick on his feet, does Yang. So yeah, that's impressive to see. Go for the Europa League. Yeah, that's the one. That's, if you had to choose out of the competition, we'll pull the Premier League aside for a minute, because let's be honest, we're not on the level of City or Arsenal or Liverpool. I think ultimately, as much as I hate to say it, a good season for us again this year will be top four, getting back into the Champions League. But if you had to choose between the Europa League, the FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup to win, if you had to win one next season, which one would you pick? Zoe's saying going for the Europa League. That's what I would pick. A European trophy, I feel like, just has more prestige, even though people will sit and say, oh yeah, but it's Europa League, it's not the Champions League, or whatever it may be. I think the ball put in there, did Dolly get on the end of it? No, that was unlucky. But yeah, I think despite it being the Europa League, not the Champions League, it is held in quite a high regard. You see how much people gas up like Sevilla when they just constantly win it, or when Villarreal did, or whoever it may be. But I think out of those three, the Carabao Cup holds the least prestige. Oh, they're in here. K-League. I think it's Yang. Goes with his left foot. Oh, just puts it over the bar. He's looking decent. He's looking quick. He's looking sharp. I've been impressed with what I've seen so far. There's a nice little break by K-League there. And just sat on the sideline shaking his head. He's not happy. I'm very glad with how emotional Ange is getting in these preseason games. He's taking it very seriously, which is very good. He doesn't want to lose. I know that he doesn't want to lose a single game. But the next two after this are both against Bayern Munich. So we'll see how we get on. Get skinned by nobody after saying he would still do well in Italian football. Don't call Yang a nobody. That's our guy, man. He's going to be the heir to Heung-min Son. When Son retires in a couple of years' time and Yang starts to develop, players just having a drinks break at the moment, then it's going to be all good for us. That'll be memed to death on Twitter. It certainly will. I reckon if we go on to Twitter now, straight away, it will be there. I'm going to try and find it. Let's have a look. See if we can see it there already. Go on the following tab. Not quite yet. Nobody's clipped it up just quite yet. I can't see. But there's a lot of sort of tweets going on saying that Ange is barking at his players, letting them know that they need to be doing more and going for man on their marking. Europa, yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. Europa League. You make a good point, actually. So it guarantees us Champions League as well. I mean, what do we make of the new format for the European competitions next season? Because I feel like it's got positives and benefits to it. The positives being that teams from the Champions League can't drop down into the Europa League, but I just feel goes down there. I think Sonny was wanting a penalty there. It looked like he might have been clipped ever so slightly in the box. Goes down, is laying with his face on the floor. Referee says no. Referee says no. Let's have a look. Let's sit back on the replay. He does catch his back foot. I think the reason the ref doesn't give that is because the ball looks like it's going out of play anyway. It looks like someone's just overran it. So that's why he doesn't give it. But yeah, with this new format for the Europa and Champions League and Conference League, it's so much more difficult to get excited about like a league format, if you know what I mean. Like you're not, the group stages are good because you're only playing against 3 other teams, but with that's a great interception by Emerson Royale there. Plays it down the line. Brennan Johnson goes to play it in, cleared out by K-League. Good move there. Yeah, it's going to feel very similar to how like your Premier League season would be going. And then it's like you don't win your group, or you don't come second in your group and go through. You're based on where you're ranking in the table. So it also means really that you want to win every single group game, because the higher up in that group, in that league table you finish, the better the draw is going to be for you in the next rounds. And then you have like playoff spots as well. So instead of the playoffs being teams that have come second or third or whatever it is in their group playing against the teams that have dropped down from the Champions League, it's just whoever is in, I can't remember what positions it are, from somewhere to somewhere else, playing for a spot in the knockout rounds after that. But we'll see. It's the first season for it, I guess. So we might go through the stages and think that it's decent, but hopefully we, do enough to get through the automatic qualification spots. And I just want to win it so bad. Man. Just anything. I'd take a 17th place finish if it meant we won a cup this season. I wouldn't be happy about it, but I'd still take it. Coming up to the half-hour mark then, my prediction of going 1-0 down in the 27th minute didn't work. It's a brilliant ball played through, I think, to Saar there. Here comes Sonny. Shot. Saved by the keeper. Kulusevski chips it, puts it in. 1-0. Dejan Kulusevski playing that number 9 role very, very well. Gets in with a goal. Let me just change my banner. So it says 1-0. What was it? 29th minute. We were close in terms of predicting the goal. We'll put it in brackets. Kulusevski, 29 brackets. Scroll across the bottom. Save. Bosh. There we go. 1-0 to Tottenham. 1-0. Excellent stuff. So Sonny does really well to create a bit of space for himself in the box there. And then he shoots, keeper saves it. It comes back out to Kulusevski, sort of trying to follow the shot up. He takes one touch and then sort of hits it on the turn. I think it catches the keeper out a bit, comes off him and into the roof of the net. Good goal. 1-0. Well, Kaylee coming back now. Here's Yang. He's played it into the box. Oh, great interception by Jamie Donnelly there. We're playing good football in those tight areas again. It's Emerson Royale. Did that go out for a corner? No. Looks like it got a deflection off the K-League player. And it is a goal kick to Spurs. 30 minutes in, and it is 1-0. Happy days. It looks like that positive preseason record is motoring on quite strongly at the moment. Been a pretty decent showing in the first half. I always question the dropping down from the Champions League to the Europa League. Means the team could end up winning a trophy we didn't even qualify for, keeps the same teams winning all the time. Boring, to be honest. I agree with you, to be honest. I don't agree that you should drop down into the competitions, but I mean, the reason they do it is it's money motivated and it's commercial, isn't it? It's all about commercial value. Basically saying, if you get knocked out of the Champions League, that's fine. We're more than happy to have you in the Europa League, because if it's a big club, like I think a couple of seasons ago, Barcelona dropped down. They played Manchester United in that playoff as well. Like, that's perfect for people that run the Europa League. They're thinking, oh, brilliant. Two of the biggest teams in world football playing against each other in the Europa League playoffs because they weren't good enough in the Champions League. But I agree with you. So I'm glad that's stopping. We didn't concede first. We're in the twilight zone. I know. It's great. We're pushing on as well, going for a second here as well. Ben Davis has won us a corner. I've got mosquito bites all over me, by the way, and I cannot stop itching them. Literally for the last 24 hours, they've just been on fire. I need to get like some cream. I got 3 on my leg and like 3 on my arm as well. I've been lucky enough to see 3 FA Cup wins. Blimey. I'm jealous, Barney. I'm very jealous of that. What I would do to see us win a trophy. It's crazy, because if you're a Man City fan, you take it for granted, don't you? The expectation is that you win a trophy every single season. Without fail, if you don't win a trophy, it's been a failure of a season. And that will probably be... Oh, as we go for an... Is that Emerson Royale? Emerson Royale's just gone for an overhead kick in the box from a corner there. He's loving it. He's loving it out on that pitch. But basically, they expect to win a trophy every season. But for us Spurs fans, and as sad as it sounds, Bergvall lines one up from way out, gets deflected and comes back out. We'd give anything to see us win a trophy. Dangerous ball into the box there. Cleared back out to Donnelly, plays to Son. Nice little reverse ball. Back into Son. Tries to play it through. Doesn't quite squeeze it in. Yeah, but it's just insane, isn't it? One day it will happen and the celebration is just going to be insane. Can you imagine that Champions League final? Sonny's darting around the edge of the box. Pulls it back. Oh, Brennan Johnson's so nearly there. How's Bergvall and Gray looking? Decent. Do you know what? We haven't really seen too much of Archie Gray, to be honest, on the ball. Lucas Bergvall's been the one that's sort of been dictating the play and getting on it and driving us forward and picking out those passes. I think Archie Gray is just sort of content to sit. It looks like... Yeah, so Bergvall's the one that's been given the license to go forward. And Archie Gray is just sort of sitting there and making sure and cutting out the counter-attacks. He's on the ball now. He's just played a nice ball out wide to Kulusevski. But yeah. And then Tottenham have won 4 in my lifetime. Ugh. You're living in a different era to me, Barney. I'm jealous. I wish I was alive in the years that Spurs were much more successful. Ball into the box. Bergvall. Oh, it's off the bar. Insane. That was unlucky. Lucas Bergvall so close to scoring his first goal for the club. So close. It might have been Kulusevski who played the ball into the box where Bergvall had sort of just drifted in there. And he hits it first time. And it just rattles the underside of the bar. It bounced in front of the line rather than the right side of it to give us that second goal. It was unlucky. We're dominating as expected, pushing hard for that second goal. Another ball down the line to Donnelly, goes to put the cross in. It's just, I saw a very interesting stat from who scored. I think it was yesterday, and it said in the Premier League last season, Spurs had a nice little ball clipped into Son. He pokes it. I think he might have just been offside. Brennan Johnson, rather. I'm watching it on my phone, so it's a little bit difficult to see some of the players. I saw a stat, and it said Spurs had the worst crossing accuracy in the entire Premier League last season, which is nuts, because the main way that we play is through our wingers and putting balls across the face of goal that way. So I guess you could probably say that one of the reasons that it is such a poor crossing percentage is because we put so many of those crosses into the box and a lot of them don't find the target, but it's also how we score the majority of our goals. So yeah, I just found it quite interesting. Pretty nuts. Great tackle from Bergvall in the final third there. It's played out to Son. Oh, you messed that up. Son's tried to play like a little flick to Kulusevski, who was overlapping, and it's got completely stuck under his feet there. Unlucky. Man City were the Tottenham of Manchester for a long time. Those fans know pain, especially in the late 90s. Shows anything can happen in football if you wait long enough. Ooh, close shot from K-League there. Just wide of the goal. Vicario, I think, had it covered. I like Vicario's kit, you know. It's like a blood orange colour. It's nice. Stands out, that's for sure. Spurs kits always do. Yeah, he had it covered. Had that covered nicely. Good effort, though. One of their sort of only real efforts of the first half, the K-League All-Stars. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Because if you put it into the concept of time and you go back, you know, even 50 years, Spurs were probably one of, if not the most successful team in England. You know, first team to do the double. Great feat from what a goal. He knows how to put on a show. Oh my days. Son has just scored the most trademark Son goal I've ever seen. That was unreal. Footwork is very, very nice. Cuts inside, fires one into the top corner. Keeper had no chance at that. He's smiling, he's celebrating with the guys. He delivers in South Korea, in his homeland. Gets picked up by Pat Matasar in the celebrations. He scores in South Korea. Ball's played out to him originally by, is it Jamie Donnelly, I think? And he just drives inside, just on the edge of the box, hits that trademark sort of like curling power strike, and it goes right into the top corner. Keeper doesn't even move. Amazing goal. That is so good. Really, really good. Let's change that banner. Son, 37th minute. Oh. Son, 37. 2-0. Beautiful. Great stuff. Great stuff. What was I saying there? Yeah, first team to do the double. Just such a successful team. I'm actually going to tweet about that Son goal because that deserves a bit of recognition. Trademark Son goal in South Korea. It was always in the script. Been too long since we've seen him score a goal like that. More, please. And then hit the hashtag THFC. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, unreal. Johnson and Richie were striking up quite the partnership at some point last season. Yeah. What did Ange say about this game? Did he say that both, I think, Udogie and Richarlison are training but aren't sort of ready to start or play yet? So hopefully against Bayern Munich, they can get a bit of involvement at least. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing Dragashan in the second half. Be good to see him. We've got about 5 minutes to go before the first half. Spurs are cruising. It's been a much more dominant performance than it was against the team the other day, which is good to see. Good to see. Beautiful. Just playing nice, short passes. I love Sonny too, Zoe. I love him. He is him, isn't he? He is that guy. I posted a TikTok earlier saying sort of like the support Son gets in Asia is insane. Like it must be the closest feeling that he can get to being like God over there, of being a god of some sort. They worship the guy. Emerson Royale's been virtually rugby tackled there. Do you reckon we'll go for a striker this window? If so, Tony. So what I saw from Paul O'Keefe the other day as we play a ball into the box here, Kulusevski's done well to shield it. Nice little cutback, little dink into the box, goes for the head. Oh, great ball out to Pedro Porro there. Is he going to get the ball back in? Sidesteps this man, fires it across. Oh, just cleared out as Kulusevski was sliding in. If so, Tony. Yeah, so what I saw from Paul O'Keefe was that as it stands, the only way that we would be signing a striker is if Richarlison goes. And he also added that Richarlison isn't keen on Saudi Arabia, which is where the majority of the interest is for him. It's where the money's been sort of quoted as well. So, yeah, I think we need one. I think we need a striker. But will we sign one? I'm not confident. Unfortunately, at the moment, I'm not. If we could get Tony for a reasonable price, and when I say reasonable price, I mean like 30 million max. 1 year left on his contract. Doesn't want to be at Brentford. Then that's a lovely little turn around the corner from Bergvall there. He's driving. Just plays the wrong pass there. Straight to the K-League. K-League players. If we could get Ivan Toney on a decent deal, then I would sign him. I do think we need one regardless, though. That is my opinion. I did a video on it the other day, the guys I've been linked with, and I put out a short actually last night, and I'm going to stand by this. Me personally, I would be all over. There's a nice little reverse ball played in there. Jamie Donnelly fires it across. There's no one there to tap it home. Jamie Donnelly, by the way, has been a standout performer in this first half. He's been excellent. Really, really good. Getting so much space. Oh, that's an interesting camera. Is that the referee's body cam? They've just shown a really interesting shot. I think it is from the referee, who's got a match body worn camera on of Son's goal, and the angle is unreal. You see how quickly it goes into the top corner. It's awesome. Right. For me, I would be all over Julian Alvarez, Man City. I know they want like a ridiculous price for him, but let's say hypothetically, we could sell Richarlison. Hypothetically, if we were able to do that, I would then say, yes, let's go and get Julian Alvarez for 67. If you could put together a deal for like 70 million all in, including bonuses and add-ons, etc., I would pay it. I think he's really good. A lot of people haven't necessarily agreed with me, but what Josh has just said, I agree with entirely. It would be a statement signing. 100%. 100%. He presses, he's quick, he's good at finishing. I think he's proved himself for City, especially in Haaland's absence last season and then the season before that as well. So, we'll see though. I don't know. It's getting a bit tedious, this transfer window stuff. Nothing is going on and there's 2 weeks until the season starts. What are we, Wednesday today? Yeah, we're Wednesday and we have made one signing, not including Timo Werner, who signed Archie Gray, and that's it. I know we're focusing maybe more on getting players out, but it is what it is. Does Tony press well enough? It's a difficult one, isn't it? I think he presses to an extent, but does he press in the way someone like Richarlison presses with that pace and sort of power? I'm not necessarily sure that he does, and that's why he probably wouldn't be top of my list for strikers that I would want to go and sign. So, yeah, we just have to wait and see. We're just ramping up to half time here into the last little bit of added time. I'm not sure there's going to be much, if anything, added on here. We're just sort of playing about with the ball at the back. But yeah, it's been a really good performance from Spurs so far. Midfielders look strong. Defence hasn't really been tested. Jamie Donnelly is that guy at left back, by the way. He is that guy. Obviously, he's got nothing on Udogie because Udogie is Udogie. But he's played that inverted role really well. He's getting up and down. He's finding the space in the middle of the pitch when he needs to as well. It's Archie Gray with a nice little turn there in the middle of the park. Plays it out to Brennan Johnson. And yeah, we're just retaining possession for now, I think, until half time. What do we think? We enjoyed this performance. 2 goals, 2 decent goals as well. Some more minutes in the legs. In the game the other day, again, we didn't really change too much after half time. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. Son's just picked up the ball last 20 seconds or so here. Plays a nice little 1-2 with Kulusevski. Knocks around a player. Oh, oh my days. Son's ready. Son is ready. He's ready for the season. It's 3-0. Wow, wow, wow. That's insane. What a goal, by the way. 3-0 at half time. Jesus. I know his first strike for that first goal was unreal. Oh, he's put it through the player's legs. Oh my God. He's just played nice 1-2 with Kulusevski. Played the first time ball through the legs of the K-League player. And then scores very calmly, very composed. 3-0. I think that is now half time. I think the ref's about to blow his whistle straight away. He's looking sharp. He's looking good in this game. He looks like he's ready for the season. He's ready to go. Feel bad for the K-League player there, though. Bless him. Poor bloke. That's half time. I'll just pause that timer. Spurs lead 3-0 at the break. It's been an excellent performance from Son in particular. Kulusevski, Jamie Donnelly, they're the standouts for me. I'm just going to retweet out the stream. See if anybody wants to come over while it is half time. And then I will get to the comments, I promise, and we'll talk about that first half. Means business. Come and have a chat with me during the break. Post that link. There we go. Lovely stuff. Would you loan keep or loan Donnelly? It's a really difficult one, isn't it? It's a really, really difficult one. I don't know. I think loan. I think he needs a loan. I mean, as Barney's just said there, he's becoming very versatile. And I agree with that. And he could be someone that Ange perhaps looks to utilise in a number of different positions over the season. However, I think with the players that we have in the squad, he's probably still not necessarily like, if Mickey van der Ven was available, would Jamie Donnelly be a preferred option at left wing back or left back rather to Mickey van der Ven? Udogie is obviously going to start over him when he's there. Would he start over Ben Davis at left back? Because Davis obviously playing in that centre back role because of the lack of centre backs. So I think I would loan him on this occasion. Get him. It's really, really difficult with the young players because you want to your head automatically goes to, yeah, let's get him on loan to a championship side. But how do you factor and determine what is the level that they can play at? For example, can any of these young players that are looking to break into the first team go on loan to a lower Premier League team instead? Like that's the sort of question that needs answering in that sense. So yeah, it's a little bit of a difficult one, but for Donnelly in particular, I would loan him. They're just showing the replay of that third Spurs goal again, by the way. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. So good. Let's play 1-2. Perfect ball from Kulusevski. The touch is filthy. If you haven't seen it, by the way, please try and go and watch a clip of it quickly because yeah, that's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Hey ho. It is what it is. Sonny. I know. That guy. If you loan him, you lose the ability to control where he plays. Yeah. That is true. You do. But I do think with a lot of loan deals that go on, there's a lot of talk that goes on between the two clubs in terms of what they're going to do with them, where they're going to play, how often they're going to play. I think a lot of them set a threshold when they go on loan, they have to play a minimum amount of games. I know managers and teams don't always necessarily listen to that. But I think in principle, it's sort of there. And then again, the question is with Donnelly is what's his best position? Because he plays usually a lot higher up the pitch. So yeah, it's a difficult one though. It's a very difficult one. I think he needs experience playing week in, week out at a very decent level, in my opinion. That's what I think anyway. But we'll see. There's a big bench in this game against the K-League All-Stars. So I reckon we might get quite a few changes across this second half. Yeah, they're just showing highlights of the first half, and there was a lot of good stuff going on. Lots of good stuff. I think, as I've mentioned already, Donnelly, Kulusevski, and Son are the players that have stood out the most to me, personally. Anyway, a really, really good first half. There's not been much to do really at the back. So the fact that we're not talking about the midfield three is great. It shows it's been functioning properly and the tackles are able to do what they want. Finisher Vicario hasn't been troubled. Yeah, I don't think Vicario's had to make a save. And the midfield three, yeah, you're right. We haven't really spoken about them at all, have we? Because they've been doing their job, and it's been really all in the K-League's half. So yeah, it's been dominant as you'd expect. 3-0 against the K-League's finest, by the way, putting together that squad to play us in the middle of their season. But yeah, they have body cam footage for Sonny Scream. Yeah, I know they showed it on the stream a second ago. It looks insane. All referees should wear body cams. I think, thinking with my media journalist hat on, having that on the referees, I don't see why they couldn't have that on every referee and then use it as part of the broadcasting. So on Sky, while the game's on, you have the ability to sort of cut to live feeds of the ref's body worn footage. That would be sick. Seeing it from that perspective, actually on the pitch. Surely that's the next step in broadcasting and the level that you go to. In that sense, it would be class. Woo, I'm just gonna take a breath. Knackered, absolutely knackered. I'll reset the timer while we're here as well. Get that back down to 0, so we're ready to go for the second half. It's going to be an interesting one when we play Bayern Munich on Saturday. I think it's going to give us a real indication of where we are, because Bayern go off in pre-season. They hammer teams, don't they? They purposefully play. I think it's like the equivalent of us playing a National League team. They purposely play teams of that standard to. Is it to? Would you say that it's to boost the players' confidence? It could be something along that line. They win like 14-0 in a pre-season friendly. It's absolutely insane. But it's a shame that Kane's not going to be back for that first game. I think I said it in the last watch along I did that Spurs will probably face Kane in that second game at our stadium the week before the season starts. I want to go to it, but I'm supposed to be working. I want to get a ticket to go and see it. Harry Kane back at the Lane. And Eric Dyer, of course. Who could forget? But we're getting closer. We are getting closer to the start of the season. It is, where are we today? Well, Wednesday. So, Thursday, Friday. So it's 16 days until the first game of the season, which is who? Manchester United versus whoever. So yeah, while we're just waiting for the rest of the half-time stuff to finish, let's go on to the big bad world of Twitter and see how people have sort of judged and reacted to that first half. I'll obviously skip to the Spurs stuff. That picture, beautiful. That's my captain right there. What's up, boys? Steve saying, say it quietly, but Kulu's looked very good in the 10 all pre-season. I don't even think he's playing as a 10. I think he's playing as like a false 9. Like, rather than... He's playing as our main striker, which is, pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. You do love to see it. What else is going on? Oh, Jacko Katz, always good with his analysis. He says, very good first half. Hong Min Hyuk Yang, seems like an insane talent. Son cooking on the wing. Do you know, and I wanted to mention about this, I'm so happy that that Spurs are, that Ange in particular is playing Song out on the wing. I think he may have finally realised that striker isn't his best position. And I mean, that goal that Son just scored proved to a T that he's better on the wing. He's able to pick the ball up in a wide area, drive inside and shoot. He's scored so many goals like that over his career. So, it's really good to see. Kulu, very good in the striker. Yep, agree with that. Cooking Emerson. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, he's doing a live watch along as well. You hate to see that. Unnecessarily early preseason takes from Andrew Gaffney. He says, Gray starts in our best 11. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Who does he replace? Basuma? Very interesting one. Bergvall or Sarr, but not together. Yeah, I actually agree with that point, because I think they sort of they do the same job. They love to get forward and drive forward, so it may be a case of just rotating them. You probably want to play one of Gray or Basuma with one of Bergvall or Sarr, and then Maddison as well. That's probably what you want. Decky down the middle, 100%. He's looked impressive, really impressive. It's good to see him performing really well in pre-season. Hopefully he can have a big year for us. We need him to. We really need him to. Need more goals from midfield. Agreed. But that's what we've got likes of Bergvall for. He gets forward. He has the shots. He hit the underside of the bar in that first half as well. So it's good. Reunited with Winksy, first game of the season. Harry Winks, you know he's going to score, right? We'll get that out of the way with now. It's inevitable. Might take some pressure off the refs when they get an understanding of the view they have of the play and why they might pay decisions differently from what the main camera. That is a very, very good point. Because if you're able to see it like eye level from the perspective of the referee, how quickly the game moves as well, and how quickly these like contacts and coming together between players happen, 100%. I definitely agree with that. It could ease the pressure for sure. For sure. And then let's go back to his takes. Emerson's farewell tour is great. He's just vibing, isn't he? He's just absolutely vibing. Davis shouldn't be sold. I agree with that as well. I think Davis is a good player to have. One, for the experienced head, and two, just to sort of continue being a rotation option if needed. I think I just saw another one there from Windy. Kulu outstanding at 9. Brilliant reaction to score from close range. Son in inspired form. Amazing for the Korean fans to see him play this well. Donnelly so precise and inventive, but his off-ball movement beyond front man also important. Yeah, it's very difficult to disagree with any of the points that people are making. I wanted to just have a look at Alistair Gold's like half-time player ratings, because they could be quite interesting to see. So he says, oh, hang on, actually, I just realized I'm only sharing my Twitter tab. So let's get that up. Share. Is that working? It is. So he says, Vicario didn't have anything to do. Couple of K-League efforts off target, so 6. Yeah, fine. Pedro Porro, shot saved by the keeper, was up against Young, who used the space behind him at all times. Worked hard, 7. Agree with that. Made some good interceptions in the box, 7. Ben Davis, yep. Emerson, turned by Yang in the opposition half and was left flapping in his wake. Oh, he loved writing that. I know that he loved writing that. Struggled at times to keep pace with the K-League attack and had to cover Porro. Yeah, he's playing at centre-back after all. Jamie Donnelly, solid again at left-back without being able to impact the attacking play as much as he was like 6. I think that's harsh. I think that's very harsh. Very, very, very harsh. Pat Matassar, some shaky early moments again, and his touch wasn't as good as it can be. 5. Yeah, maybe not his best performance. Solid display at the base of midfield. 7. Yeah, fine. Lucas Bergvall tried to make things happen, hit the bar with a powerful effort. 7. Brennan Johnson, 6. Maybe, again, a touch harsh on him. Kulusevski looked the sharpest player in the squad with Son, and then scored the skipper safe shot with a good turn and finish, then set up Son for yet another assist this pre-season. 9, 100%. Son and Kulusevski have been the best two. A classic Son curling shot on the run to double Spurs' tally, and then played a great 1-2 with Kulusevski before scoring. He was a threat all half and deserved his 2 goals. Yep, agreed. Understandably, he's put Son and Kulusevski as the 2 top performers. I think it's very harsh with Jamie Donnelly maybe just having a 6. But yeah, agree with most of those. We are just about to get underway for the second half. Looks like James Maddison is on, trying to see who he's come on for. Oliver Skip is also now in the huddle. Think it's 3 changes they're making overall. I didn't mean to start the timer. 1 second. I'm just having a look at who the third change is. Let me check it on Twitter. Might be easier. So our Austin as well is on for Vicario. Sarr off for Skip maybe, and Bergvall also off for Maddison. And they are the 3 changes so far. Game's kicked off for the second half. We are 3-0 up into the second half. Here we go. Zoe, of course, I'll give you a follow at the end of this game. I promise. I won't forget. I appreciate the support you've been giving on the stream. So, yeah, it's the least I can do from my part. Aaron, my guy. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a good one, pal. You're on your lunch break. Seems kind of low considering we're winning 3-0. Yeah, so he's obviously, he played left back, didn't concede. And I think he got at least one assist in that first half. Oh, God. I think that Emerson has just absolutely clattered one of the K-League players to start off the second half. Well in, Emmy. Good stuff, mate. Very good stuff. Ooh. I'm gonna sort of I'm gonna make a note on Twitter across this second half of some key takeaways from the match against K-League All-Stars. And then we'll do it there. We are all good. So, task for these boys in the second half is, can they match the boys in the first half? Can they get another 3 goals? It will be very, very interesting to see because we made some strong changes. Skipper Matters obviously coming on. The K-League has started well here. They've played around us really nicely, but their fella on the right wing, bless him, he's fallen over as he's latched onto the ball. Swept up nicely by Ben Davis, and we go back to the keeper. Oh, Brandon Austin gets tackled, trying to move past one of their players. Jesus, man. Careful. Not the case. I think that might have gone out for a corner. Corner to the K-League early on in the second half. Oh, that's so unfortunate the way he's fallen over. Get Mikey Moore on. I am sure we will see Mikey Moore by the time that this game is over. Don't worry about it. K-League put their corner in. It's deep. It's met by a Spurs head. Comes back out, edge of the box. He fires it just wide. Just wide. K-League started strong. They started strong here. Oh, Mikey Moore. We cannot wait to see him on the pitch again. He's got to try and keep his record up, though. Of he'd probably come on around the 60th minute again of scoring or assisting in every preseason game so far. That'd be good. Be good if he can keep that record alive. Madders needs a goal. He does. He does. I think he's looked relatively sharp in pre-season so far. But I guess we just have to wait and see. See if we can get on the score sheet. I'm sure he'll be very keen to. I know we've spoken about Madison a lot over the summer and how much we need him to be sort of like on top form. Just playing some nice football around the back for now. Easing our way into this second half. Good run by Ben Davis there. He darts through, plays to Son. Son tries to play the ball into the box. Out for a corner. Good stuff. Ben Davis has been pretty solid, you know. Pretty solid. Nice little drive from him. Ball up to Son. He goes first time with his left foot. But there is a K-League player in the way. Short corner. Matters plays to Sonny. Does a nice little turn. Out for another corner. God, he looks knackered. He looks knackered, the Son. Poor bloke. Would love to see Dragashin come on. It's an opportunity to grab with him being the only fit centre-back. Agreed. I think he will get some minutes. Emerson Royale and Ollie Skip playing centre-back. Corner in. Oh, off the bar from Emerson Royale. So close. K-League breaking now. Cuts inside. Oh, great interception from Jamie Donnelly. Comes back out though. Cayley got a really good opportunity here. If they can take it, cross the box, goal. Oh, offside flag's up. Offside flag is up. Close. Emerson Royale hit the bar at one end. Cayley break and score at the other end, but it's ruled out for offside. Was it offside? Yeah, all three of them that went all offside. If Emerson goes, do you reckon Spence/Gray is enough to cover at right back? Yeah, I think so. I think if we were to prioritise bringing in a new fullback, I'd want to bring in a left back as more of a priority than a right back. I think if/when Emerson goes, oh, ball in from Spurs, Pedro Porro, should have done a bit better there. I think if/when Emerson goes, Jed Spence, who I'm sure again will come on in a little bit, will play that backup role. And then the good thing about Archie Gray is Madder's twisting and turning in the box here. Looks like he's going to have to recycle. Kulusevski's got the ball there. Oh, plays a nice little nutmeg, but still gets the ball. He loses it just about there. But yeah, the great thing about Archie Gray is, someone has just gone over there on the turf and it looked a bit sore. Cayley come on the attack again. Save from Austin, and it's followed up. And this time the goal does count. It is 3-1. Iluchkio. I've got to try and figure out how to spell his name. Hang on. 3-1. Not a great start. Not a great start to a second half. We look a lot more open. A lot more open on the counter-attack. Got to try and spell his name, so bear with me. I think it's ILUT. No, ILJ. UT. CNKO. What minute is that? 53rd. Got him. No clean sheet for Spurs today. 3-1. Davis isn't at left back, it's at centre half now. Cool. Lovely stuff. No rumblings on Spence moving away, so it seems like he is sticking around. K-League doing a whole sort of team celebration in front of the crowd here. I think they're just enjoying the occasion, to be honest. Spurs nearly respond straight away there. Jamie Donnelly played into the box. His ball's just cut out, though. But K-League, here they come again on this counter-attack. Something has gone a bit askew here, I think, in the Tottenham midfield, because they have got a lot more space. They're in down the right-hand side. Another ball across goal. It's 3-2. 3-2. It's the same fella. Ilychchenko. Jesus, what's going on? What's going on? Got to edit that again. 53 and 54. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. 3-2. 3-2. They're doing the same celebration. I know Ange is going to be fuming. Absolutely fuming at what's going on here. Jesus. It's the counter-attack again. All comes from our attack. They have so much space. Jamie Donnelly makes the tackle, but the player sort of rides it, plays out wide, ball in across. Emerson Royale doesn't go with his man whatsoever. And he gets down low, to be fair. It's a good finish. Heads it in past Austin. All of a sudden, it's 3-2. It's 3-2. Right. Sorry, dude. I've only just seen your message. Any random football manager? Let me have a think. Should I give you a rogue one, or should I try and give you like a cool one? I will say, let's go with Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique. There's a random manager for you. So, We are 10 minutes into the second half. Spurs has seen their 3-0 lead cut back to 3-2 within the space of 2 minutes. 2 goals from the same player. Work to be done. Starting with Maddison, gets the ball out, plays it to Sonny on the left, back to Madders. Looks like he's going to line up a shot from distance, and it is headed behind for a corner. It's a bit demotivating that. You put in all that hard work in the first half, you're 3-0 up, you take your foot off the gas slightly or something tactical just changes ever so slightly. And then it's 3-2. Short corner played. Madison's got the ball again. Porro recycles it back, and our short corner goes all the way back to the halfway line. It's one of my pet peeves. Thought you would say Carlo Ancelotti. Yeah, he's an obvious choice, though, isn't he? I was trying to say someone still decent, still a good manager, but a little bit more sort of out there. It's just gone a little bit flat in this game. Need to pick the tempo back up if we can. Frustrating. Good switch of play by Porro there. Pings it out to Sonny. He's just taking his time, letting players get into their positions. It's a bit noticeably more calm from Spurs on the ball. There's not really that much urgency. I think one of my key takeaways from this game is going to literally just be goodbye Emerson Royale. And then a little wave emoji. Little wave emoji. So Son looks sharp in his shooting and his fitness. That's definitely one of the big takeaways from this game so far. For sure. As Kulusevski tries to win the ball back up there, I think he's just stood on the linesman's foot, who's dropped his flag and is hobbling about a little bit. Yeah, there's not really too much to say about it at the moment here. Midfield too weak. No possession or control since Bergvall and Sarr went off. Yeah. Agreed. And they're having a lot of joy. They have so much space. So much space, so much time to pick out their passes, to break. Especially in this. Do you know what? So they play the ball out wide in the final third, but when they're transitioning and when they're hitting us on the counter-attack, it's coming through the middle. So much space in the middle. I think Ollie Skip's not necessarily covering that space too well. But he's done well there, though, to get down the line and play a ball infield to Maddison. Maddison goes to play it out to Son, gets closed down, just sets it back to Donnelly. Just need to find our footing a little bit. I'm going to use your point, Zoe. I'm going to say midfield fell apart when Sarr and Bergvall went off. Say melt emoji. And then we'll see what else happens in this second half. I think Spurs are getting ready to make a few more changes. It's looking like Jed Spence, Mikey Moore, and Will Lancashire are all about to come on. 60th minute changes again. 30 minutes left to play in the game. K-League playing some good football. who's played it in. They're in down the right-hand side again. The wingers trying to take Donny on for pace, does well. They've got it in the box. Now it's their turn for a spell of possession. It's very, very contrasting performances. Very contrasting. I think another point I want to mention. Tick. I think Kulusevski as an ST works is another good point that I can raise. Oh, God. This is draining me. The performance is draining me now. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. What can you do? Again, every time the K-League come forward now, so much space. They're using the width really well on the pitch. He's in. Oh, he's just danced through a load of players. Great recovery tackle from Ben Davis. It's done well. Done very well. Here come. Oh, wow, that's a lot of changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 changes being made from Spurs. Yves Bissouma, Jed Spence, Timo Werner, Mikey Moore, George Abbott, Will Lancashire. Nice. So you've got Abbott, Bissouma. Oh, God, it's impossible. It's impossible. I don't know how many changes there are. Sonny's coming off. Hands the armband to James Maddison. Good shift from him. He does look quite tired, bless him. A bit worrying about what it's showing in our strength and depth. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit, I would say so. I actually don't think our depth in a lot of positions is too bad. Having said that, there are obviously a lot of areas that we do still need to improve in. So I will try and update on these subs. But the ones I definitely saw, here we go, actually. So you've got Abbott, Spence, Bissouma, Devine, Moore, Werner, and Lancashire have all come on now for Pedro Porro, Donley, Davis, Gray, Son, Johnson, and Kulusevski. So it is wholesale changes. Wholesale changes for the last 25 minutes or so. Let's hope that these young players can have another impact like they have done so far across most of pre-season. A bit worrying about what it's shown in our strength of depth yet. Thiago injured long-term at Brentford. Reckon that changes the Tony situation. I reckon it probably means they try and demand a little bit more money for him. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think we'll sign Ivan Toney. I just don't think we'll go for someone else if we do sign a striker. I'm just not sure it's one that Ange will want or will approve, and you would hope that if he says no, Daniel Levy won't just go ahead and buy him anyway. But we'll see. Spurs on the ball here. Timo Werner plays into Bissouma. Nice little flick from Bissouma. Plays it out to Spence, who goes all the way out. Oh, unlucky with the ball inside there. Tackle. Is that Emerson Royale still on the pitch? Crazy. K-League are breaking again. They're literally 2 passes and already they're in our box. Goes on the outside of Skip, cuts back inside, lays it off one more. Great block. I think that was Abbott with the block there. And Spurs can break now. If they can get the ball forward. Yep. Nicely out to Maddison. Maddison plays wide. Timo Werner out on this left now. Maddison going for the overlap. Werner plays it straight into one of the K-League players. Nutty. Nutty, nutty, nutty. Such an open game. Hopefully we don't throw it away. I mean, throwing away a 3-goal lead would be just unacceptable in any circumstance, really, wouldn't it? But yeah. I think another point I want to make on my key takeaways is that we definitely need another attacker. Definitely need another attacker. Need to get a move on in the transfer window. For sure. Jonathan David. Oh, Will Lankshire's just scored. I got distracted. The Will Lankshire's come up clutch. Unreal. Believe it is a Timo Werner assist. And it is 4-2. Will Lankshire. Will Lankshire, my guy. Great ball. So Werner's got it out on the left. Does his trademark sort of run down the line and crosses it in with his left foot. And Lankshire is there to tap it home first time. I think Mikey Moore would have been there to tap it home if he hadn't. So, yeah. Let me change the banner again because it is now 4-2. Superb. Players just stopped to have a drinks break at the end of that as well. Werner in the 68th minute. Unreal. Back in a comfortable position, which is always nice. Always nice to see. While the players are taking a break, once again, thank you very much for everybody that has come along and watched this with me. Again, it's been a fun one, despite the issues in setting up the stream. Yeah, Werner with the assist. What did I say? Werner with the assist. Lankshire scored. I might have said something different. Not on purpose, I promise. Yeah, anyway, so thank you very much for everybody that has come along and watched so far. Despite the streaming issues, don't forget to sub to the channel if you are new, if you are a first-time watcher. I appreciate it. I got a video coming out tonight, so look out for that one. As Spurs go looking for their 5th goal, can't quite find it. Goes behind for a goal kick to the K-League. 20 minutes to go in the game. Oh. Spurs pressing really high again now. And as Spurs press really high, I'm getting increasingly hot in this room. There is a window open, but it's not getting much air. Lancashire's in again. Oh, so close to a second. So close to a second. Oh, on my banner. Thank you. Lancashire. Thank you for that. That is being rectified as I speak. There we go. Giving Timo too much credit on that one, which he doesn't deserve. But he did well. He did very, very well. Spurs winning the ball up very high on the pitch now. Doing the job. And I think we're about to see Radu Dragusin back in action for Tottenham. Comes out to Abbott first of all, puts a shot over the top. And I think now we're going to see that change. Looks like he's going to be coming on for Emerson Royale. Could Emerson Royale be walking off the pitch as a Spurs player for the last time? Who knows? Who knows? He walks off nice and slowly. No rush, obviously. Takes his, I think he had strapping on his wrists or hands or something. Makes way for Dragusin, who is finally back for Spurs. Best top knot in football. I know. I agree. So well groomed. Man that looks after himself. Spurs on the ball here. Oh, great ball in from Werner. Maddison nearly manages to dance his feet all the way through, and he would have had to tap him. Close. Corner is taken quickly. We try to squeeze it through about 7 different bodies, does Mikey Moore, but can't do it. Does win himself another corner, though. Put it in there. Get it on Dragusin's head. See how we go from there. Great reverse ball there. Maddison's got it. Oh, literally, Maddison played the ball in, and it could have gone to any Spurs player, but it goes to a K-League player instead. I think it's actually been given offside. Maddison for the run that he made. Oh, no. I think Lino said the ball went out for a goal kick. Definitely didn't. No way. Good tackle there from... Oh, you get a free kick out of that? No chance. 15 minutes or so to go to protect a 2-goal lead now as Ange stands on the touchline with his arms crossed, arms folded. Oh, here come the K-League though. Got the ball in the box. Going to play the overlap? No, he's going to go for the shot himself. And it's blocked. Probably the wrong decision there. I hope one day scores with the top knot, to be fair. You know, having watched him in the Euros, I think he's got a very good chance of scoring some goals when he does start getting minutes for us properly. I do think. The ball played over the top by the goalkeeper here. And they're in. Can he get the shot off? Great save, Austin. Rebound is put over the top. I can't pronounce his name properly, but the guy that's already scored twice is just put the rebound over the top, and it perhaps should have been a third K-League goal. I think it's Abbott that just gets caught out over the top, but the shot it's a decent height. It's a decent height for Austin. They're showing a lot of these ref cams. It's quite funny. Spurs on the attack here. Goes down. I'm not sure who that is that's gone down. I think it was Madders again. Doesn't get the penalty. Unfortunate once again. But we have another corner. I've lost count of how many corners we've had this half. In the game in general, actually. And we'll be seething with those conceded goals. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think they're just they've been sloppy goals to concede, to be honest. Basuma gets the ball in the box, plays it back out to Maddison, who plays a lovely 1-2 with Basuma, tries to cut it back, as just runs out of room. Just runs out of room there. Unlucky again. K-League trying to break again, but done well to snuff out the danger there. Yeah, the goals have just been frustrating. Frustrating ones to concede, but you know, you'd rather get this stuff sort of sorted out and rectified in pre-season than when the actual season starts. Spurs breaking here. I think ball's played down the right-hand side. It's another cross into the box, cleared quite comfortably. I think Moore might be offside on the follow-up, so he's left that to go out for a K-League throw-in. Mikey Moore has got about 13 minutes to grab a goal or an assist. See if he can do it. Alfie Devine looks as hot and sweaty as I get when I run or do any form of exercise. He goes really red in the face, something I do quite often. K-League are breaking as well. It's come from the throw-in. One ball into the middle and then out wide, and they've got a 2-on-2. Nuts. I mean, we snuff out the danger again, but they get a throw-in up in our half. Definitely a lot more issues in this second half through the midfield. Will Skip be the Højbjerg this season? A body to add a number, but doesn't really fit the answer. Yeah, I think so. I'll be honest with you, I think the only reason that he's probably still here is because he fills that homegrown quota. And obviously we have numbers and targets that we have to meet for that. I think it's pretty adamant that he's not going to be starting games for us. I think every other midfielder is probably ahead of him. I'd say that the likes of Bergvall was already ahead of him in the pecking order. But yeah, Maddison's got free range here to have a shot. Scuffs it. Scuffs it big time as well. What are you up to, Madders? It's a good ball into him from, I think it might have been Devine. He's got space on the edge, but he doesn't really get the ball out of his feet very well. It sort of just stops dead. Oh, Spurs won the ball high up here. Messed up. Great little turn from Mikey Moore, though. Or is it Devine? Werner's got the ball for the cutback, though, goes out for a corner. I find it very hard to distinguish. From a distance, I find it very hard to distinguish between Mikey Moore and Alfie Devine. I'm not sure who it was that had the little turn there. It's just a slip there. I thought the K-League were going to get a free kick for something there, but it was just a slip in the end. Spurs take the corner, goes out on the edge to Maddison, back to Werner, plays to Maddison. Tries to go for the nice footwork, but loses it. And here come the K-League again on the counter. They're in. If he can find the pass, good covering by Jed Spence there. Good covering by Jed Spence. I just seen Alistair Gold tweet out as well. The attendance at the stadium for the game today is over 63,000, which is nuts. For a pre-season game, they've got the camera on Sonny, and I think he's up on the big screen because he's just started waving at them. So I'm going to assume that the crowd has cheered and made a load of noise. Bless him. So, yeah, good for him. Good for him. 63,395 fans in the stadium for this. Always amazing to see. As I said, the support that the team get in pre-season. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Oh, he's done the sunset. Sorry, I know I haven't explained that very well, but I think Brandon Austin just come out and punched a corner. He's fell to one of the K-League players on the edge of the box, and he has smashed it in on the volley. Oberdan. And he's gone over to the bench and done the sun celebration. And I think the K-League guys are going to pull out their big man celebrations. It's like, they're doing that thing. I don't know if you see it before. It's like here and here and here. That was an insane goal. Insane goal from Oberdan. It's 4-2. Just under 10 minutes to go. Bit of squeaky bum time. Bit of squeaky bum time. Oberdan. 82nd minute. 8 minutes to go in the game. It has certainly not lacked in the entertainment department, this one. How's that? Crazy. They've just shown the reaction of the bench to that goal, and they're all just like, it was decent, to be fair. Very good. Obviously, I'd be fuming if it was a real game. Spurs on the attack here, though, looking to respond. Jed Spence can't quite get onto the ball. Excuse me. So we've seen 4 goals in the second half, 3 goals in the first half. All over the place. All over the place. But here we go on the attack again. I believe it's Mikey Moore with the ball. Tries to win us a corner. Can't quite do it. Just loses out. But we are pressing high. Basuma with a good tackle, but the rebound sort of doesn't favour him very well. Austin will be gutted to have conceded these. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I agree with that. I mean, you come on at half time and concede 3 goals. Could be 4 here. Great save. He's just pulled out a great save. Should be 4-4. Really should be 4-4. It's a pullback from the K-League guys, and he's tried to place it first time into the bottom corner. It's going there, but Austin gets down, tips it behind for a corner. Squeaky bum time. We've got 7 minutes left. Hold on to your hats. The stakes have gone up. Crazy. But let's see. See what happens. K-League corner. To be fair, he's not in any rush to take the corner. Like I said towards the start of the game, I think they're all just enjoying the experience and the match, which is fair play. Completely fair enough. Ball delivered in from a corner, headed out. Oh, we know repeat of the goal that they just scored on the volley. Great from Skip there. Nicks the ball, and we're away. Ball's played out to Timo Werner on the left-hand side. Is he going to run it as man? He's going to play the ball forward to Lancashire instead, who loses out. Just couldn't quite get the touch right. I'm trying to box him in the corner here, though, but they play out really well. Play out really well, and could they break? They could. Oh, great. Good interception from Basuma there. Really good. He's been sharp since coming on. I think Oliver Skip might have picked up a bit of a knock from the foul that was committed on him a second ago. But we are now into the final 5 minutes, or just about to get into the final 5 minutes of the game. Skip's actually just knocked the ball out. Because I do think he's really hurt himself. I'm not sure if it was more to do with the impact of of the tackle or the way he landed. About to see a replay of it. So he nicks the... it's not a nice one. So the K-League player is stretching for the ball and kind of leads with his studs, and his studs catch him right on the knee. Nowhere near the ball in the end. It's a pretty not a nice one. That is for sure. It's just down getting some treatment, taking a little bit of a pause. Naturally, the camera goes back to Sonny. But yeah, they should give us the ball back and then get underway. I think he's all right. Just getting a bit of treatment. Take some water. God, I really love that ref cam. K-League players are just making sure he's all right, especially the guy that committed the foul on him. The ref's giving him a yellow card for the challenge as well now for good measure. It was a nasty challenge. It was a nasty one from Anderson Oliveira. Or Oliveira, sorry. Right, we're back underway. Just under 4 minutes to go. We are in the home stretch. Yeah, Skip's fine. He's moving all right. Dragison's got the ball at the back at the moment. Great turn from Spence. Turns the burners on as well. Plays the ball into Lancashire. Now it's a more... just can't take it in his stride. It's unlucky. Maddo's going to press the keeper. Forces him long. It's a good interception that from Abbott. Otherwise, they were in again. Just like from one ball, honestly. I think they're going to go for it here. The K-League. May as well. If they can get a draw out of it. I'm not sure what happens if they get a draw out of it. Does it go to penalties? Does it just count as a draw? I'm not sure. But as it stands, 4-3 with a couple minutes left to go. Can we stand firm and can we see it out? Well, Spence is beaten all over his player. I think, yeah, they're going to get the free kick for that. It's sort of climbing all over him in the end. He looks sharp. Excuse me. He looks sharp, though, Spence. Like, quick. He looks fit. Looks like he's been working hard in pre-season. Let's see what they do with this free kick. Looks like they're going to go deep with it. Well, no, he has a shot, and I feel like Austin could have caught that, but instead he punches it out. Austin, it's noticeable that Austin's played the entire second half as well, actually. The previous pre-season games, you've had Vicario playing the entire first half, and then half of the second half has gone to Gunter and to Austin. So maybe Austin is our number 2 keeper for the season. We'll see. Into the final minute of the game. K-League have got the ball in our half. Play it out wide. Nice little switch there. And deliver the ball into the box. Dragosan's missed it. Oh, and they've hit the bar. Offside flag's gone up. Oh. Not a great moment for Dragosan there. He went to sort of like clear the ball and completely mistimed it. It fell to, however you say his name, the guy that has scored their brace, Iljetchenko. And he smashes it off the bar. But here come Tottenham now on the counter as we enter the last seconds before, probably 2 or 3 minutes added on, to be fair, for that skip injury. Madison's got the ball in the box, goes for a little dink. Oh, it's just wide of the goal. Just wide. Unlucky. It was a good effort, but not good enough. Dragosan looking wobbly, a little bit. Little bit wobbly. But he has just come back off his holiday. 5 minutes added on. Jesus. 5 minutes to go then. Let's see. Nothing much going on there, to be honest. Cayley try and break, but Abbott does well to cover his man on the wing, and the ball goes out for a Spurs throw in anyway. Just about seeing this out now. It's a good part of pre-season. This having to defend leagues and dig in deep and sit and perhaps just keep hold of the ball and make sure you're not giving away too many chances. It's good to be able to practice that. So I'm not complaining too much. Spurs just keeping it nicely here. Abbott going inverted. Looks like he's going to play it out wide. Timo Werner's gone over onto this right wing for the last couple of minutes. Delivers a decent ball. Set it up to Maddison. Takes a shot. Mishits it. Keeper catches that. Let's see if we can withstand what might be the last K-League attack. We pressed well, to be fair. Made him go long. Dragson wins the first header. Nice and comfortably. And I think the offside flag was up anyway, so it's going to be a Spurs free kick and the chance to kill another minute or so off the clock. Yeah, Werner's occupying that right wing now. It's interesting to see him on the right wing. Actually be able to use his strong foot a lot more than the left foot. But yeah, less than 3 minutes to go now. I think we'll be okay, personally. Maddison's got it on the edge again here. Tries to set up Werner. K-League are breaking. They've got a 3-on-3. Plays it out wide. Got to be careful. Close. Very close again. They fire it just wide. Just wide of the post. Couple inches the other way, and that was at least going to hit the post. But yeah, we got away with one again there, really. Rode our luck a lot in the second half, personally. It's definitely not been as impressive as I thought it may be. It's a lovely little run here. It's unlucky, though. Just gets snuffed out. Abbott in with the tackle. Messy. Last couple of minutes. Werner's doing his defensive work well there. Wins the ball back. It's a bit of a rubbish pass from the K-League, but Werner's in the right position to pick it up. Drive us forward. Absolutely fires a ball into Lancashire. Keeps hold of it, though. Just seeing it out. Oh, it's a great ball. Madders has got it. Plays Spence. Spence goes for the shot. Gets a deflection. Can't make anything of it. It's all part of the plan. Why win 7-0 when you can refine your defensive skills? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we're doing. Exactly that. Ange knows best, as you say. For sure. Looks like we're going to get one more K-League attack here. Goes for the shot, but nice little block from, I think, Ollie Skip. And Austin collects that quite calmly. Plays it out quickly, though. None of this time wasting. I want to make use of every second that's left. There's only about 20 seconds left, so this is probably going to be the last action of the game. Maddison twists and turn on the edge, hits the post. Hits the post. It's unlucky. We were close to seeing that Maddison goal, but not quite close enough. And I think, if I'm right, well, it's going to be Well, I think the ref's letting it play over time here, and K-League are on the attack. Are they going to get one last shot off on goal? It's a good block. Good block from Basuma. No one's going for the second ball, though. Struggling to get rid of it. And that is the game done. So, Tottenham continue their 100% streak in pre-season, winning that one 4-3. Made hard work of it in the second half with the changes, etc. But I guess at the end of the day, it's all pre-season preparation, so you have to take it and run and go from there and move on. It is Bayern Munich next on, I believe, Saturday. I'm not sure what time. I may be able to do a watch along for that one. I'm not sure yet because I've got plans on Saturday, so we will see. But once again, thank you so much to everybody that tuned into the watch along with me. I appreciate any new viewers, any new subscribers, anyone who came in and commented. Appreciate it. And yeah, it's another win, another game of pre-season done, and we move on. So I hope everybody has a lovely rest of their week, and I will see you in the next one. There's a video coming out on my channel later on this evening, so make sure you subscribe to see that. And yeah, I will see you soon. As always, come on, you Spurs. Let's keep it going.